Forgot this hair thing was on. Super Slinky. I have a set of Turbo Slinkies on here, but I don't like them. I'm going to switch it back to the Super Slinky. The problem with light gauge strings, at least for me, is they don't have enough stability. Like if you like using an 8 gauge, I don't think there's enough stability there. And I always see that as problematic. Hey, the Sloth Gamer, how are you? Roxanne! Cool, Bradley, how you doing today? Billy Gibbons uses a 7 gauge. How crazy is that? All because B.B. King used an 8 gauge, and he was like, boy, why are you working so hard? Like bending the strings and stuff like that, because Billy was using, I think, 10s at that time. And I guess they swapped guitars with each other. And B.B. was like, boy, why are you working so hard, man? What kind of strings you got on So that's when Billy Gibbons made the switch to, you know, using really, really light gauge strings. Hey, Leon. Any difference in sound? Yeah. Hey, Daniel. Is that a George Takei? Oh, my. You say you don't have latent homosexual tendencies, yet here I am. Oh, my. Thanks, Howard Stern, for putting that into the Atmos for all of us human beings to soak up. Hey, Nicolette? Is that Nicoletta? The difference with 9 and 10s, there's more stability, and there is a tonal difference. The thinner string you have, the thinner tone properties that'll kind of associate with those thinner strings. So that's what I would say there. Heavier strings are going to produce a thicker tone over the magnets, you know, on your pickups. I used to play with 10s all the time, and then I got severe carpal tunnel syndrome. I'm like, I'm gonna have to go down to 9s. Can I explain circuit of 5? No. You mean circle of fifths. That's what you mean. If there's a circle of hell for musicians, it's the circle of fifths. That's all I can tell you. I could explain it to you in a private guitar lesson. It's like almost saying, can you show me the diamond of 8s? What? You know the diamond of 8s. No. Hey, Milo. Milo, I don't really want to I don't really want to do a lot of music theory here, because I feel like that can bog a lot of people down, and it's really not that entertaining in terms of people are here to be entertained, more or less. Is the general consensus that I'm getting. So, you know, if you want to learn music theory from me, you need to take a private lesson. I'm not going to do it here on a live stream, man. It's not the time or the place for it. I'm sorry. Yeah. Do you know what the root and the third and the fifth of a chord is, Milo? If you don't know that, you're not going to have a better understanding of the circle of fifths. You need to be able to understand that before you can understand the circle of fifths. So, rather than get into all that here, it's a lot easier for me to say, take a lesson and I'll explain it to you. Because I don't want the stream to get bogged down in theoretical aspects. I mean, the stream is really dedicated to players that need help with their tonal prospects in terms of their gear, or if they're having issues playing in their bands and they want to know, you know, what they can do about a certain scenario situation that's happening right now, and they can't talk to anybody else about it. But I've been in a lot of bands, so I have that experience. The other thing is, you know, talk about writing and recording. Again, I have that experience. Getting gigs, again, I have that experience. So those are the things that the stream is really an open forum for. I never said it was an open forum for the discussion of theoretical musical knowledge. I did that, it'd be a pretty boring channel, all things being considered, and nobody would watch this shit ever. And I can tell you, honestly, that's not why people are coming to watch me. So if you want to know that, that's why I say take a lesson. It's better. Dr. Eggman, how are you? The stream tomorrow, the midday noon stream may not exactly start on time because I'm having some internet issues. And so I got Cox coming out here. It doesn't taste like Cox until I say it tastes like Cox. Okay, Dewey. They're going to be out here between 10 and noon, so we'll see what happens. It may definitely throw a wrench into the stream tomorrow at noon. So just an FYI, I'll post something on the community board as time gets closer. And for those of you who watched the conversation with me and Guitar Guy ATX yesterday, thank you. It was a lot of fun. Okay. Hey, Too Savage, how you doing? Good to see you. And you, I don't even know what to do with that. Ellen, Lord Larry. Okay. Hey, Emery, how you doing? Oh, good for you, Emery. That's great. Thanks, Too Savage. Oh, that's cool. Neon Pines. I like it. Hey, Landlord Larry. I'm just gonna call you Triple L, man. Hey Patrick, how you doing? Sorry, I need a breather. Yes, I know. Thank you for the reminder. Pistol lesson at 2. Be there, be square. Time to get those art projects done. Make the holes in the paper. Hey Larry, you going to the range, man? Can I come? No, you cannot. Cletus. Oh, come on, man. I want to pop out some rounds. No, absolutely not. Earl. Yeah, man. What's up? I need you to wrangle your brother. Cletus, come on. Stop it. I can't, Earl. He's going to the range and he won't take me. Yeah. There's a reason he won't take you, because you done shot yourself in the ass the last time you were there, you fucking moron. I don't care. I want to go again. The answer is no. Yeah, Cletus, definitely fuck no is the answer. Sorry. I had to chat with the brothers about going to the range. And I will be going by myself. I like that popcorn. Can I have some? Make him squeal like a pig? Yeah, I'll see if I can get the paper to squeal like a pig. My favorite thing is actually when I can make the paper fly off in pieces and I see it go flying on the ground from the target because I carved out a hole. I love that. It's all about pigeonholing them holes, man. Did you say pigeonholing them holes? Yeah, man. We said pigeonholing. We didn't say pegging, man. Jeez. Keep it together, Larry. Oh, that is true. I'd be scared if you said pegging. Hey, don't bring that up by your brother, please. Oh, man. Yeah, it's a reissue, man, but it's a Gibson, so to me that's a copy. What is a reissue? A reissue is a copy. They put it in the Xerox machine, copy, boom, it came out. Hey, right along. What's happening? Good to see ya. I bet it's plenty cool up there, or is it relatively nice today? Snowy? Yeah, Too Savage. I don't have as much hair on it right now. I mean, if I hit it hard, I can give it some, but... that in-between point, that sweet spot between like fully broken up and clean, like it's semi broken up, that's the sweet spot. Thank you, Joseph. How you doing, man? 60 degrees, all right. We're 75 here and sunny today. Patrick, the winter is why people move here. It's mostly like 50s and sunnies, some 60s and sunny. If it gets really cold, it can be like 49, 48 degrees out. And then we would get like snow on the mountains, on the mountaintops behind me, on the mountain ranges behind my house. But for the most part, I mean, it's like in the mornings and at night, it's cold. It gets down into the 40s during the winter. But then it'll be like 60 during the day. Today just happens to be unseasonably warm. What were my thoughts on the newish indie movie that came out? I actually liked it. I thought it was much better than the other one. Patrick, if you want to hear something special, please send a sticker. It's a tip. Hey, River Coon. How you doing? I didn't see you. I'm sorry. Dr. Eggman, I think he's just naming like that I'm playing, that I was playing Led Zeppelin. Buy a sticker, lemon liquor. What? Buy a sticker, lemon sticker. That could be a new hit song. No, I don't think so. the Patreon page, Dr. Eggman? Or do you mean recording new originals? Because, yes, I was going to put more stuff up on the Patreon page. I just need to have some time to do it. Honestly. And I can't record new material until I have the money to do so. Oh, yeah, I can't record anything new until I have money to do so. That's why I'm like, you know, I'm sitting here, I'm saying, like, guys, I need stickers to do other things that I can't do unless I have that. That's why I'm like, you know, I hate to be like pandering and shit, but like, you know, if you want to see other things being done on the channel and whatever, or me go into a recording studio and record new material, like when I recorded the first one, again, nobody had smartphones around. It's not like I could record the process on my phone, on my iPhone, or my whatever I have, Android. But this time I would be able to do it. I would be able to bring you with me. But if I have no money to do that, then nothing's getting done. Then nothing special on the channel ever happens. You know what happens? It shuts the fuck down. That's what happens. Because there was nothing coming in. I mean, I don't have any merch to sell right now. And again, that costs money to do that too. I could say, see where I'm going with this, but I think you see my point, as Too Savage does. Thank you very much, bud. You know, I was thinking of that before you said something. I was thinking of that this morning, actually. Quote Mick Ralphs there? Fuck yeah, I'm quoting Mick Ralphs. Hey, Joseph, I'll give you a... You know, your shit's only going to sound as good as your mic placement. And I don't set the camera there because the mic placement to this does not sound good. Where I set it normally is where it sounds best. Like, this is really like... It's really brazen. Like, almost to the point of like, oh my. Oh my. Thank you again, George. You guys get the idea? Radio? Alright. Cool! The model is Space Tone Tremolo, 5 watt, tube amp, with Soulcactus mods. So if you go to swordamps.com and look at Space Tone Tremolo, 5 watt, or STR Tremolo, you'll see the amp. It'll be in a 112 combo, powered by either a 6V6 or a 6L6. My two Soulcactus mods are running an EL34 power tube instead of the 6V6 or 6L6. It can still take a 6V6, but it's wired to take the EL34 instead of the 6L6. I just don't like L6s, personally speaking. I like the sound of 34s and 6V6s. So, and the amp has 12 AX7s and a 12 DW7 for the reverb driver. So the reverb is very different than what's in the Soulcactus amp. It's a different kind of sound. It's very like decayed. I like it because it sounds like BB King, old BB King. Alternate your picking. Thank you, Patrick. I appreciate that. So if you wanted my version of the Space Tone Tremolo, you just have to email Swart and say, hey, I want to get a Space Tone Tremolo with Soulcactus mods. He'll understand that you want an EL34 power tube in there, and he'll understand you want a Jensen P10R Alnico magnet speaker instead of the 112. So the 110, the reason I go with a 110 is because it stays tighter. 112s to me tend to fart out. If you think in terms of like a Tweed Deluxe, they don't stay very tight. But I understand why a lot of people like 12s. I get it. Especially if you got like a 412 or a 212. I get it. But like for combo amps for me, I like the Jensen P10R. at least for the kind of music that I like to play and write. So I leave it about there, which is about maybe 40% up, maybe. No, Jones. Hey, Oscar, how you doing? Oh, okay. It's your girl, 96. How you doing? I don't know. I haven't played Wish You Were Here in a very long time. I don't remember it. I'm sorry. That's all I remember. Sticker can be $1, folks. Just FYI, I'm not asking for much, but every little bit helps. Okay, so Jones, just be cool and chill. I don't play Nirvana, man. I'm sorry. Dude, I have my own music. I'm my own artist, so I kind of like to play my own shit. Sorry. That's why I asked for the tip, because I don't really want to play other people's music, man. If you want me to play it, send something. I'll, oblige. Yeah, I like the Allman Brothers. What you want to hear, Too Savage? guitar looks so easy. I wish that was true. I was going to say, dude, that ain't true. That's the furthest thing from the truth, man. I got to tell you the truth. The truth. Do you know what the truth is? Yeah, man. It's Ebonics for truth. You got to tell me the truth. Yeah, I got to tell you the truth. You got to tell me the truth. The truth. The truth. The truth. Thanks, man. You can't handle the truth. You just fuck with the wrong Marine. I'm gonna rip out your eyes and piss in your dead skull. Sorry for that Jack Nicholson outburst. Hey, Tyler, how are you? You got it, man. You believe I'm here to help, Danny, don't you? Because I want to help Danny in any way I can. Now, there's nothing more sexy than a woman in uniform. And a woman that outranks you, well, fellas. Wait till they get a load of me. You look fine, cat. I didn't ask. I was like, dude, you just shoot off Jerry Hall, man. The stone's on you. I don't even think Mick Jagger pulled that on her. People, this is where you can find my music. Patreon.com/Larry Soulcactus. What's his name? Dan Arbach? Something like that, right? Dude, he plays like, I mean, I don't know what he's playing now because he's probably got some money, but he used to play like really like cheap guitars and stuff like that into like Marshall Plexis. I mean, he's using like a lot of archetypal type of tones. Like your Marshall Plexi, your Twin Reverb. I mean, I've seen him use those two amps. You know, he may also use some Tweed stuff too. I don't know. He may also use a Vox AC30 top boost. I really don't follow them that hard, but, you know, I know like with my amp, you know, I can get some of that. My younger day, and I got mine. exact precise riff in that, you know, that's the main kind of sound you need to have for that, though. That tone's on point because he's using an EL34. So you could get my amp through Sword Amps if you want, and then you'd have that kind of a thing. I know he uses tremolo too, so I'm just saying you might want to check out this amp because it can do what you're looking to do in spades, and you may only have to get the one amp. That's all I'm saying. I mean, because Dan uses more than one amp, but I'm saying you could probably get most of what he does out of this Swart Space Tone Tremolo with the Soulcactus mods. Something to think about, man. But it is a hand-wired amp, and it's not cheap. I'm gonna level with you. But you will get what you pay for. I'm playing an SG Junior by Gibson. It's just got one P90. I think Dan has a Les Paul Junior, if I'm not mistaken. Oh, what's my amp? It's a Swart Space Tone Tremolo. Here, I'll put in the exact thing in the chat. I'll copy and paste it. This is the exact thing. So just go to, if you really want this tone, just go to swartamps.com. You know what? I'm going to be honest with you guys. I've been using Sword Amps since 2008. When I closed Soulcactus Sound, my online boutique amps and effects dealership. I closed it down in 2007. Had I kept it open, I would have taken Sword Amplifiers on as a vendor, as a dealership. And I would have had Sword Amps under Soulcactus Sound. That would have been probably one of the last lines I took on for a while, but I didn't get there, so it never happened. But I've been playing Sword Amps since then, professionally, on and off the stage. I used them a shitload in Virginia, with a lot of the Virginia bands that I played in. I used a Swart 6V6 SE, and I used another Space Tone Tremolo, which was original, which had a 112. That's how I kind of I was able to kind of take some things and be like, you know, to Sword Amps, hey, can you do these couple slight modifications to the amp? And he's like, yeah. I'm like, cool. Do it and send it to me. So that's what we got here. And originally, my Soulcactus amp, the Sword amp, is what I wanted the Soulcactus amp to be, but it wasn't because there were other cooks in the stew. I mean, for my benefit, Sword amp had something already that was very close to what I was looking for my own personal sound. And I just needed the two mods to get me there. not a 50 or 100 watt Marshall. That's a 5 watt amp. And I'm not blowing out my ears. And I have it about 70-80% of the way out. Yes, Sir Pancake, I remember you. No. Hey, Paul, how you doing? Thank you, I appreciate that. What do I know as musician as my main job? I don't understand what you mean by that exactly. Hey, Mark, sorry I didn't see you. Oh, you're Amanda. I'm sorry. I appreciate that. Are you on under your husband's name? What do I do? This full time, man. Content creation. Can somebody please tell Tyler how much content that I put out in a day? Because it's quite significant in comparison to the other people that are doing what I'm doing on here. Because I spent a fuck ton of time doing this. I wouldn't say this is living the dream. It's not. I don't know Jason Becker. No, I've never met him. I've met Eric Johnson. I've met Derek Trucks. I've met some other folks as well, but not Jason Becker. Yeah, Too Savage. Yeah, I'm living the life, that's for sure. I'm living the life of a broke-ass musician. Thumbs up. Nope, never met David Lee Roth. Met Bruce Springsteen. Met Jimmy Page. Met Robert Plant. That should account for something, I think. Well, yes, that's very true, Tyler. I mean, professionally, I've done other things, like, in my life. Like, I've run retail stores. Like, I've run GameStops and Borders. I hold a K through 12 public teaching certificate in Arizona. Yeah, that's right. I'm a certified teacher here in Arizona. But I don't practice. Like, I haven't been in a classroom in well, probably 2 decades at this point. Because I got it back in 2000. And then when I tried to get a job where there was like a big teacher shortage here, everybody was kind of giving me the runaround. Like, you don't have any contractual teaching experience. I'm like, yeah, how can anybody get that until it's given to you? What kind of fucking stupid bullshit is that? I'm like, I've been substitute teaching for the last 3 years. I would say that fucking qualifies as experience. You can't get a contract until somebody gives you a contract to teach for a year. That's how that shit works. So you're telling me all the people that graduate from college, you're going to hand them that same line of bullshit of, do you have any contractual teaching experience? They're all going to say, fuck no. You guys are fucking idiots. That's why I didn't end up taking a full time as a teacher. For that specific reason. And I went into business for myself. I was actually really pissed that I wasted all the time and money in school. I should start a school of rock? Yeah, I don't think so. What is my dream guitar? I don't really have it anymore. It was 7-Up Green Eric Clapton Strat from 1992-93. And I wore it out after 18 years. Oh, that's all right, man. You know what? I'm American and I still don't understand half the shit that flies out of my mouth. So it's okay. I get it. All right, guys, I got to wrap it up. I'm sorry, because my lesson's at 2 and it's already going on 25 after 1. So I got to skate, but I will be back at 5 p.m. For the evening stream. Too Savage, thank you very much for your sticker today. I really appreciate it, bud. Love you guys. Thank you for all being in my dreams, right? Be good to yourselves. Be good to the ones around you. Hang loose. Like I said, I'll be back at 5 p.m. That'll be 7 p.m. Eastern Standard Time. All right? Be there or be square. We'll rock. Catch you later, guys. Have a good afternoon. Bye-bye.